going completely round the bend now on BBC2 in Cat's Eyes.
Things are round the bend in Moggy Mews this week, folks. Yes, bending is truly the name of the game.
Oh, it's no good, Duke. This lid's just too stiff. I need to be supercast to open this.
I wish sardines didn't live in metal tins.
It'd be a lot easier if we had fingers.
Yeah, 'cause fish fingers don't come in tins, do they?
No, fingers to bend back the lid.
Oh. Hello? What's this?
Ouch!
Do you think he should be doing that?
No, but who's going to tell him to stop? He looks like the sort of bloke who does anything he wants.
That's my home!
Oi! And who are you?
Who am I? Who am I? I am Mr. Bendy.
Mr. Bendy?
What do you think you're doing to those railings?
Bending them, ladies and gentlemen. Bending them.
But we need those railings.
Aha! You've still got those railings. They're just a little bent, that's all.
A little bent? You can walk through that gap? Well, maybe not you, but I...
But, Mr. Bendy, railings are supposed to be straight. Why do you want to bend them?
I am in training, of course. The World Bending Championships start tomorrow, and nobody bends better than me.
Not the lamppost!
Well, bending championships, eh? I could have a crack at that.
No, not that! You leave that car alone!
This bending lock. I think I'll have a go at it. Ladies and gentlemen, the great Alf. Well, that's a particularly tough bit of metal, that, isn't it? Oh, here we go, here we go. Look, watch. Ladies and gentlemen, Alf versus the paperclip.
Yeah, very impressive. It's easy if you pick things that bend easily, Alf. Some things are much harder.
Like what?
You can bend a rubber or anything less.
Ow!
You can even bend a ruler if it's made of plastic.
Oops.
And if you're really strong, you could bend an iron bar.
Iron bar?
Try to bend a bottle and you won't get very far. Some things bend and some things don't. Cardboard will, but concrete won't. And although you think you've got a score to settle, Mr. Bendy's best at bending metal.
Now that Mr. Bendy, he's strong, I know, but he couldn't beat me at bending piece of dough. Oi! And ladies and gents, take note if you please, at the skill with which I can bend my knees.
Some things bend and some things don't. A hose pipe will, but a drain pipe won't. We'd have no trouble with a lead or a pedal.
Mr. Bendy's best at bending metal.
Ooh!
Cat's Eyes.
Where does a car go when its life on the road is over? Well, most often it'll end up at a recycling plant where all that precious metal can be reused. No, I haven't come here to pick up a spare part for my motor. I've come to this particular place to find out how metal changes shape. And when it comes to bent and twisted metal, this is the place to be. But there is another way to grab some extra life from an old car, because watching metal being crushed and buckled can be really exciting, and that's the idea behind banger racing. Bangers are cars specially prepared for high-speed crashes, and they race on an extraordinary track that actually crosses in the middle. I'd come to watch them train for a big banger race later that evening, and they gave me a taster of the thrills in store. Now, if the course crosses there, doesn't that mean that all the cars are going to crash into each other?
That is the whole point of the race.
But, I mean, isn't that dangerous?
It's called a controlled crash.
Okay. And
Right.
am I likely to see one?
If you look... You just missed one there, but you're about to see another one.
Oh, dear. Terry, are you all right in there?
Yeah, fine.
Oh, thank goodness for that. Well, Terry's all right, but, I don't think the car is. Can you believe that? It was time for the big event, and the stadium was buzzing. Now, the race has just started. I've never been to a banger race before, though, so, Vicky, they all look like cars to me now, noisy ones at that. But what's going to happen by the end of the race?
Well, by the end of the race, Jenny, they're not going to look like cars. They're all nice and straight now. They're all going to be changing shape. The metal's going to be bending. They're going to be smashed and crashed. You're just not going to recognise them by the end of the race.
OK, now what about the people that...
Oh, get out of the way.
Oh, right.
We've got to go.
Well, I've got to say, I was certainly getting what I wanted. I'd never seen so much bent and twisted metal. But what kept crossing my mind was, wasn't this all a bit dangerous? Well, apparently not.
I'm pleased to say that we're all safely harnessed in.
I was going to say...
Very well
yes.
harnessed in. You build the car properly, you make sure that it's running right, you make sure that it's safe before you go out.
OK, and we're talking controlled crashes here.
We're talking
People know
controlled
what
crashes.
they're doing. So once your car ends up looking like that, yeah,
Well, you get out.
you get out as
and
quick
run.
as possible. The first heats were over, and in the pits, twisted and buckled motors were being bent back into shape. It didn't matter how worse for wear, these cars were coming back for more. Oh, it was time for the last event, the most outrageous of all, the Demolition Derby. In a Demolition Derby, the drivers compete to knock each other out of the race. So, though plenty of cars were driving into the stadium, only one was likely to drive back out. And to capture the excitement, we placed a special camera inside one of the cars.